Tonight, General Hospital, the real soap dish with Katie Couric.
Girl, you gonna be in Port Charles?
She sure is.
What kind of doctor are you?
I forgot. What was my line?
We're checking you in to the show that set the bar for daytime TV.
Whoa,
This isn't my baby.
the hell did that happen?
Big budget spectacles.
Oh my God!
The pop culture moments that had everybody talking. And the most watched episode in soap opera history.
30 million people.
You know, that wedding.
I curse on you, Laura and Luke.
Plus, all those famous faces that passed through the hospital doors. Ricky Martin, John Stamos, Demi Moore, and James Franco.
Can you hear me now?
Tonight, Port Charles like you've never seen before, where the claws come out,
Catfights.
the stars hook up,
I mean, I married my leading man.
the shirts come off,
I think I slept with all of Port Charles and Texas.
and the music is always hot.
Working with John Stamos, I mean, it was really about our hair.
Everything it took to make it to the Big 5-0.
It's showtime!
Here's Katie Couric.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to Port Charles. You won't find it on any map, but since 1963, diehard fans have found it with no trouble at all. Along the way, they've witnessed hurricanes, earthquakes, a serial killer or two, their very own version of Mr. Freeze, comas, amnesia, plenty of paternity tests, and a lot of love in the afternoon. It's hard to believe it's been 50 years, so come with us as we admit you to General Hospital.
This is where we, the Walking Dead come in and we resuscitate.
Oh, excellent.
They get resuscitated.
Makeup.
Makeup,
I could use a little
everyone.
of this.
No, you are stunning.
This whole thing is stupid. It's not gonna air. Go home.
She plays Alexis Davis, but tonight, Nancy Lee Grahn is helping us expose one of daytime television's hottest soaps.
Everyone thinks, though, that all these young people on soap operas are exquisitely beautiful, and they're not. They're hideous when they walk in here.
Come on, Nancy.
And then the magic happens.
Do we use the same mark? 3, 2, fast numbers. Please take your seats now. Hi, how are you, man? I haven't seen you in so long.
It's going to be the best prom ever.
We're witnessing soap opera history in the making.
It's showtime!
So, you've had a rough time. Shocked the day you returned to Port Charles? And I have a small part in it.
Get ready for my big scene.
More of my scene-stealing performance later. But first, we checked into General Hospital for 1 week.
Here to the stage.
Standing by, guys.
We captured backstage dress rehearsals,
Got great knees.
peeked inside wardrobe closets,
We have lots of uniforms, and we have lots and lots of scrubs.
and soaked up all the sudsy soap dish
Tell me this is something never been done before.
you, the show's dedicated fans, have been waiting decades for.
I'm Cinderella and Barbie all rolled into one.
It's the cast and crew of General Hospital like you've never seen them before. All together for the biggest celebration in daytime television, the Big 5-0. It's a fairy tale story that began on April 1st, 1963.
On grounds of their race.
JFK is in the White House. It's the height of the space race. And the chiffon's He's So Fine is topping the charts. On the American Broadcasting Television Network, a fresh new face is making his debut in black and white.
Angie, you listen to me.
Dr. Steve Hardy is a young chief of staff.
Why, we see it here every day, you and I, at General Hospital.
It's not Mayberry. In fact, the fictional town of Port Charles won't ever be known for its peace and quiet. GH, as fans would call it, would spend the next 6 decades crashing into homes 5 days a week, 1 hour a day.
We got a gas leak. No!
Over the years, there were spin-offs.
Welcome to the night shift.
One in prime time, one few heard of.
The Young Marrieds. That's a strange title. It was a spin-off.
And one involving vampires. Yep, vampires. When it comes to 50 years, how do you feel about this major anniversary?
Overwhelmed. It's overwhelming. And the fan support has been extraordinary.
General Hospital is a place that you've got doctors in closets having sex with each other. You've got people rolling in and out with gunshots.
Pulse 142, respirations 34 shallow.
If the doctor says you clear this room, then you're out.
Sonia Eddy, who plays Nurse Epiphany Johnson, is a devoted fan herself.
When I called my mother and I told her that I was on General Hospital, she said to me, "Girl, you gonna be in Port Charles and you gonna be working in the hospital?" I said, "I'm the head nurse, Mama." She said, "Oh!"
Grandma would be doing needlepoint, smoking cigarettes, drinking tab out of a can with a straw. I remember Nurse Jessie and Steve Hardy in the earthquake. The set was shaking, and it was it was an earthquake catastrophe kind of thing, and I was hooked.
The earth really moved.
All of America was hooked and in love with General Hospital. It was the daytime show that took soaps out of the soundstage and onto location. The new hip approach attracted a younger generation of viewers and launched the soap out of daytime and onto the cover of magazines.
I remember ditching my college classes.
Take the Lucas Lorenzo, Spencer.
So that I could be home to watch Luke and Laura get married.
The show even inspired a disco hit.
I just can't cope without my soap.
General Hospital.
I can't be your fallback guy.
You're not the fallback guy.
Laura Wright is the fourth actress to play fan favorite Carly Corinthos Jax.
I've played a ghost, I've been blind, I've been married, I can't tell you how many times. I get to dress up in beautiful clothes, I get to cry on my hands and knees. I get to fall in love, I get to lose love, I get to be in cat fights.
I want to tell you!
I think a staple in daytime is women getting to see women beat the out of each other.
A lot of viewers may know Kelly Monaco for fighting for her life on the dance floor. But for 10 years, she's also been fending off vicious attacks on GH.
I remember a fight that I had with the character of Carly, and she picked up a real pool stick and whipped me in the back and across the ass so hard. I'm like, this was fake. What are you doing?
Daddy loves you.
The show's writers have always known how to strike a chord with true-to-life, raw, and emotional storylines.
I want Maxie to have BJ's heart.
It was a full week of, the daughter's dying, and the other one is in a car accident, and she's gonna die.
It was real. People lived through it emotionally, and it was hard to watch.
AIDS.
The show also broke boundaries by including controversial storylines new to daytime television.
I tested positive for HIV.
A topic few soaps wanted to talk about.
This is the face of HIV. It's not so horrible, is it?
They were young, they were in love, and they were HIV positive.
They could not have picked a better character to give HIV to than Robin Scorpio. It hit home, and it hit home for the viewer because we had watched Kimberly McCullough grow up on the show from when she was 7 years old.
Do you feel like you have an opportunity to really educate people on this show?
I think so. Yeah, I think so. The tricky part about doing storylines like that is still somewhat making it entertaining. It's still a soap opera.
The show will go on.
As a result, GH introduced the annual Nurses Ball, a way of entertaining viewers while raising HIV awareness at the same time. Lynn Herring, who plays the offbeat Lucy Coe, helped get the ball rolling in the early 90s.
You must feel so proud of that. So proud. It's the best blend of art and educating people and making them laugh, and I always end up in my underwear.
She's gonna strip.
end up in your underwear every time, Missy?
Every time. I think the writers sit and have a lot of wine and drink and say, what can we do to her? And
You get to have a lot of fun on this show, don't you?
I have the best job in the world.
Next, the famous faces that had some infamous layovers in Port Charles. From James Franco to Elizabeth Taylor.
You alluded at one point, Tony, to a sort of a fling, if you will.
Yeah. Plus, a new star who's already causing trouble. Katie Couric.
Prince Nicholas. Oh, what was my life?
Coming up.